And good evening. Flooding is still a problem tonight as ice jams build and water levels rise. News trackers sent us numerous scenes from Sunset Bay, where the flooding has prompted more evacuations tonight as the Cattaraugus Creek spills over its banks. News 4's Michelle McClintock brings us an update. Michelle?
Well, I just spoke with the disaster coordinator who says that the good news is the water levels are not rising in Sunset Bay, but that is little consolation for the dozens of people who had to evacuate their homes and are staying somewhere else tonight. Ice jams in Cattaraugus Creek are to blame.
There must be 3 foot of water.
Jerry Miller is one of the nearly 200 residents forced from his Sunset Bay home because of rising waters. This is what his street looked like in a matter of hours Monday afternoon.
Our shed is definitely destroyed. We have a lot of things in there, like power washers and personal items and all kinds of things in our shed.
He's certainly not alone. Residents are once again learning what Mother Nature is capable of. Cattaraugus Creek is just beyond these woods. Ice has stopped the flow into Lake Erie.
The biggest thing is it all depends on how much ice is in the Cattaraugus Creek and how warm it gets.
Volunteers are standing by to help and make sure that no one tries to get back home in these dangerous waters. Disaster officials are actually hoping for either a warm-up or rain so that all the ice through Cattaraugus Creek can push through and all of this water can flow into the lake.
We may not end up getting rid of this ice.
Town of Hanover disaster coordinator Steve D'Angelo says it's higher today than it was last week.
We've had spots down there that we have where we have a 100-year flood gauge, and it's been over the top of that.
And the disaster coordinator tells me that he has been checking with officials from Gowanda every hour. That's about 10 miles from here, he says, because what happens in Cattaraugus Creek there eventually comes here to Sunset Bay. Reporting live in Chautauqua County, Michelle McClintock for the 10 o'clock news.
Well, thank you, Michelle. City engineers shut down the Stephenson Street Bridge in South Buffalo today because of hazards posed by debris from the ice jams. Casanova Creek is completely caked in ice right now. So let's head to Chief Meteorologist Don Paul for the latest outlook. Don?
Well, Jackie, the good news at Sunset Bay is at least a little bit of good news from Gowanda. The National Weather Service reports that water levels are beginning to fall at Gowanda. However, that has not yet impacted Sunset Bay. That little bit of green you see on the left side of your screen at the Chautauqua-Erie County border, that's Sunset Bay, and there is an ice jam in place, a channel through it allowing a little water through, but obviously not enough. Also, some minor flooding can be expected by late tomorrow night into Wednesday near Olean at the Allegheny River. That, at this point, is not expected to cause damage. I'll let you know if there is any rain and any more thaw in our forecast coming up in a few minutes. Jackie?